All right, welcome back into another edition of Poolside Bets. We're trying to get these out quickly before the football season starts. So we're now doing our third conference. So welcome back in. Again, I'm Franklin. It's Paul. You can follow us on Twitter at Poolside Bets and find the links to the YouTube videos there. Go out to YouTube and it's just Poolside Bet, no S. So today we're going to look at the Pac-12. We Anything we want to do in a recap? Well, we had the Big 10 and the Big 12. You want to change your mind about nothing?
No, I think we're pretty much perfect.
You wanted to keep all that? No. All right. No minds have changed, so we're going to move to the Pac-12. And lots of changes in the Pac-12. Coaches, quarterbacks, lots of quarterbacks changes. So we'll move it on over to Paul and let Paul take it away with the Pac-12 and see what he thinks.
Yeah, remember to go like and subscribe to the YouTube videos if you like them. Helps us build the channel. Y'all know what to do. No, I think for me, the obvious choice is going to be the Utah Utes. Starting quarterback back. 3 of their starting offensive linemen are back. I mean, there's too much uncertainty. USC's got a new coach. Oregon's got a new coach. I mean, there's really nothing else there. I mean, I think if Utah beats Florida week 1, look out. It's going to be bad. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to play with them. I mean, I get the pedigree and all that, but I don't know. I just think Utah's just going to be too good this year.
I don't disagree.
They were good last year.
Absolutely.
I'm fading the Oregon Ducks.
Okay. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did Lanning do? I mean, he got a head coaching job, but he was also undercover smart.
He won a national title.
I don't think I mean, you got a ring. I mean, we don't know how good of a coach he is. I'm sure he can coach up the defense. I get all that, but we don't know. We just don't know. I don't think Bo Nix is that great.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You're not going to sell me on Bo Nix.
He's going to start for him. I mean, I don't know. I think there's just too much there that we don't know about. I mean, I know what Bo Nix is.
We've seen that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been coaching in Auburn. We don't know, but he had plenty of time to impress us all, which I think he did beat Oregon as a freshman.
He did. Yeah, right. It was like one of the big games at the first of the year. Yeah, as a freshman, that's right.
Yeah, but I'm fading the Ducks. I love the uniforms.
Well, who doesn't? Everybody especially the kids.
Yeah, I'd go there and play something. They'd probably let me be kicker.
Just so you can get a jersey, maybe. Yeah. Then retire.
Yeah. I'm betting with who have I got here? Oh yeah, no. Too much pressure on Utah, Oregon, and USC. For me, I think Utah's going to win it though, but I'm going to go with the UCLA Bruins. Chip Kelly.
Here we go. Chip Kelly.
Chip and his Kelly.
Did you look at their defense at all?
Defense, schmefense.
We're not worried about that. We're not stopping.
I mean, they'll trip somebody eventually, hopefully. No, I think they got their starting quarterback back. He's been there a while. I mean, they were 8-4 last year.
True.
They're not. I mean,
also 8-4 against the spread, ironically.
Yeah, we do like that number.
Yeah.
You know who was not 8-4 against the spread?
Who was that?
Me.
Maybe one weekend. Maybe there was a Saturday 8-4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to Oregon. Oregon screwed us.
Well,
I mean, nothing. They did nothing right for us.
If we were at the pool, we could show everybody the board.
We bet on them. They lost. We bet against them. They fucking won.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it wasn't good.
All right, anyway, I'm back to my Bruins.
Back to the Bruins. What do we like about the UCLA Bruins?
Yeah, they got a bye week between Utah and Oregon. So I think they play Utah, then they got a bye week, then they get ready for Oregon.
So they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, they should be ready to go. I think late December they're playing meaningful games. Don't be surprised if they're right there, ready to take that next step with old Chip and his Kelly.
Yeah, they play. I was taking a quick look at Oregon. They play October 22nd.
Is that what week does Oregon play my beloved Storming Mormons at BYU?
BYU is Not that's their third game of the year.
Oh boy. So
in Oregon, September 17th.
Oregon's got NC State, Georgia, BYU. Woo.
NC State, I don't see NC State.
What's the first game?
Georgia.
Oh no, that's okay. My bad. So they go Georgia, BYU.
They got Eastern Washington sandwiched in there.
BYU's gonna beat them up, man.
You think so? You like
they're grown ass men over there, like 28, 30 years old.
That you're older than your average college football
some of them
team.
they got grandkids. They had heart problems and shit, blood pressure.
They're on pills. Not just stuff to make their bodies feel better either.
Yeah, they're grown men over there in BYU. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with the Pac-12. I mean, it's always fun to bet them at 10:30 in the evening after you tanked all day. Just throw tickets in the air and say, you know what, I'm gonna get my money back right here on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Look, I think it's going to be rough trying to bet the Pac-12 after dark. I don't see a whole lot of good teams in the Pac-12. Speaking of Arizona State, I mean, the whole Herm Edwards situation there. You know who their quarterback is? Arizona State?
I did. I can't. I'm not off the top of my head.
Emory Jones from Florida. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't good at Florida.
He couldn't beat out Anthony Richardson. I don't trust Anthony Richardson either. So I don't know. I don't know what's going over there in Arizona State. They're in trouble with cheating, and I think it's going to be a rough season.
They like to party over there.
It's not the worst place in the world to party. It looks nice over there.
Yeah, I'd like to go over there and get a suntan.
Get a suntan. All right. Well, anything else? Pac-12 intrigues you, or?
No, like I said, I didn't really dive. There's so much you don't know about the Pac-12. The conference as a whole is barely hanging on.
Yeah, I mean, you get two teams are already gone. USC, UCLA going to be gone to the Big Ten. So it's not much there.
No, that was
If I counted these up, I got this number right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 8 QBs starting that are all transfers from another school.
Well, that's fun.
In the Pac-12.
Interesting.
From all over, but when one transferred from Washington State to Arizona, Jaden DeLora, he went over to Arizona.
All right, so I'm not a big fan of USC, just in general.
Yeah.
I don't think Lincoln. I don't know. He may be good there. I mean, you can't convince me he didn't run from the SEC. I mean, I'll never not believe that. I think he found out they were going to SEC and he said, bye.
Well, he kind of saw what they had over there and didn't think they were ready, I don't think. So he takes the money at USC. Why not? Now he's going to be in the Big Ten. I mean,
who the hell wants to play Alabama and Georgia every year for defense?
No, that's not a good time. Yeah. Took his quarterback with him. We'll see what USC. A lot of hype, but I think most of it is just hype. I'm not digging it. They only got 3 returners on defense.
Yeah, but do you really care about football if you live in Southern California?
No, there's so much other stuff to do. You're not going to. What are you going over there to see? Maybe the famous cheerleaders over there at UCLA. You go see the girls in the sweaters.
I guess.
The cheer girls. I heard Arizona State's got a pretty good dance team.
No. Gotta put a good pickleball squad.
You mentioned pickleball. Are you going to start playing pickleball? Is that what I'm getting? Are you thinking about diving into that sport? This is the second episode you've mentioned pickleball.
Well, I don't know anything about it, and I feel like it's tennis, but on a lot smaller court, less running. And I'm all about not running.
Oh, they play all at the country club up here all the time. They're trying to get me to play.
Well, I mean, if somebody's out there's got a pickleball, do you use a racket or a club?
It's a paddle.
It's a ping pong paddle.
That's what it's ping pong on a bigger scale.
So it's tennis.
But it's not tennis. It's close. You don't use a racket. You use a paddle. I believe. I think it's a paddle.
Anybody can upload us a link to a pickleball match.
Didn't they have it on the Ocho?
They had a pizza box stacking one time. Guy set a world record. It's incredible.
I could have won that in college, by the way. I remember opening up my back closet of my apartment and 45 pizza boxes fell on top of me.
Oh my!
Apparently, I didn't like to take them to the garbage. I don't know if I was saving them or going to build a clubhouse or. or what.
I
But
don't know.
a lot of Papa John's pizza boxes in the back closet of the apartment
Good thing you grew out of that.
over there in Oxford.
Now it's 90 light boxes.
Maybe we could stack those one day and make a.
Adulting fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
All right.
So you're done over there? You're good?
I don't have any. I mean, if y'all got, somebody wants to ask a question or something about one of these teams, I'd be glad to go over it. But not gonna be a fun time in the Pac-12.
Well, I'm with you on Utah. If you're gonna make a future bet here, I love Utah plus 400 to win the Pac-12. I don't know who else is gonna beat them. We saw Oregon, Utah last year twice, and it wasn't pretty. And of course, Oregon's got the new head coach. Cristobal's out. Dan Lanning's in. Bo Nix comes over as quarterback. I don't trust Bo Nix, especially not over the reigning offensive player of the year in Cameron Rising for Utah Utes. He's coming back.
It's gonna be good.
Off a great year. So Utah returned 66% of their production. I think they're ready to go. We'll know a lot week 1 when they get Florida. Not week 0, by the way. Don't get confused. Not this weekend.
Yeah.
Week 1, the next weekend.
And you got to go to Ireland to watch a game live on week 0. What the hell's going on? But
so I don't trust USC with Caleb. Caleb Williams, Lincoln Riley, they probably put up some points, but I don't trust them. UCLA, DTR. How long has Dorian Thompson-Robinson been at UCLA? Is this like his 5th or 6th year? Seems like a long time.
As it take him to fill out a Scantron card.
I always kind of been a fan of Chip Kelly. I don't know if his offense has still got the juice that it used to have because people kind of seen it, but
yeah, I think everybody caught up to it.
Yeah, but I think they'll be okay. I'm with you there. Now here's one I want to watch. I'm not saying I'm going to jump on them early to win them, cover a bunch of lines, but watch out for Washington State. Now, let me throw a name at you. You're not going to know. Cameron Ward is going to be their starting quarterback.
He played at Houston, didn't he?
No. Cameron Ward came from an FCS school. He played at Incarnate Word.
Oh. What's the word?
What's the word?
Is bird the word?
Really good quarterback. Does it transition to FBS? We're going to find out. I think so. I think he's going to come in and do well. His head coach at Incarnate Word is now his OC there at Washington State. Little fun fact, Ole Miss kicked the tires with Cameron Ward before they knew. When they were early in on the Dylan Gabriel sweepstakes, trying to get Dylan Gabriel to come play for Jeff Levy, and he was still the OC. And they had to kind of move on, and Ward was there, but then they got in on Jackson Dart. So anyway, Cameron Ward from Incarnate Word, starting quarterback for Washington State. They returned 52%. They were 8-5 against the spread last year.
Ooh,
so a little better upgrade. I think an upgraded quarterback. I think they're going to be pretty good. I'm going to be watching them early. Washington went out and got Michael Penix Jr. Remember that name, Indiana? They had a big year.
Yeah, didn't he get
2 years ago?
He broke his leg or something?
Yeah, we watched it. We saw it right there in the end zone or something like that. Heard it pretty good.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, Michael Penix is at Washington. Of course, we mentioned Emory Jones. California, man. You make me watch a California-Arizona game, I'm gonna be upset. If you bet and we have to put it on one of our TVs, I'm not gonna be a happy camper. I'll reluctantly watch it. Come on.
The whole state.
Arizona State. It just man. There's some bombs in this conference. Again, I'll be interested to watch Cameron Ward. We know what we got in Bo Nix at Oregon. I'm kind of with you. I think you may have brought me over, kind of fade the Oregon Ducks. We don't like that whole state anyway. They're on the board, as we mentioned. Got a board. Whole state of Oregon. They're up there.
We don't like and Gonzaga in Oregon.
No, Gonzaga's in Washington.
Well, they ought to be in Oregon.
Like close enough. You want to just Oregon and Gonzaga, just add them in there.
Well,
that's fair. Did I have any more notes? I don't know. Again, hard not to like the Utah Utes here. All right, here's one. I don't know what to do with Stanford. Stanford's returning 88% of their production. Their entire O-line returns. They got a bunch of wide receivers, but they still couldn't. They couldn't score last year. What tells me that all this returning production is going to be better this year? I mean, they'll be a year older. They'll be more experienced, but I mean, their win totals 4.5.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. You got a lot of returning talent off of shitty teams. Means you're gonna have another.
I mean, there's a bunch of
Shitty
teams here that can't do anything offensively. That's what's kind of sad. Used to Pac-12 after dark. Here we go, 45-42, and
Yeah,
see
they were
what happens.
anyway.
Yeah, a lot of fun. That's sad. Everybody's sad. USC, UCLA is leaving. So I don't know what much more we can say about the Pac-12.
It's just kind of.
If you want to make a future bet, it's got to be with Utah. I'm surprised you're getting plus 400 there. So that's where I would go. Paul's going to fade the Oregon Ducks to start the year. I'm going to be watching Washington State with Cameron Ward, see if they can make any noise. They got a tough schedule, though. I think I brought that up. They play Wisconsin and Oregon in their first 4 games.
Whiskey.
Yeah, they go to Wisconsin. They get Oregon at home.
Yeah, I get Whiskey. I think they're going to lose 2 games this year. They're going to lose to Ohio State and Ohio State.
And twice. Oh, yeah. Speaking of rolling it back to the Big Ten, bringing it full circle,
Yeah,
as they say.
we have come full circle.
Oh, we've come full circle. Okay, so this is probably going to be a quick one. You got anything you want to mention, you want to bring up? Future episodes, what we're going to dive into the next episode?
We live in Mississippi, so it's kind of, once we get to the SEC, I think we got a lot of folks who want to hear what we got to say about their beloved whatever's,
team.
The Hogs and the.
So let's
whatever.
do this. We'll next episode we're going to tap into the ACC, see what we got going over there. Is Clemson going to be back? DJ Ukulele. Is it okay if we call him Ukulele? I mean, sure we
What
can.
else?
Right?
You better. You gonna say his name?
I mean, I think there's sounds in there that the letters don't even match up to.
Mess around and summon a demon trying to damn name.
We're gonna need to get our voodoo doll to go.
We got holy water.
Yeah.
And young priest and old priest.
Both of them. All right, so this was a quick one on Pac-12. I don't know if maybe we weren't in the joking mood today, but we gave you, hope you a little bit of information. That's kind of where we're going, what we're thinking. This one seemed pretty easy again with Utah. So stay tuned for next episode where we get into the ACC. And
like and subscribe.
And then after that, we'll move on to the SEC, where our local listeners will probably get their ears perked up a little bit. So
get their feelings hurt.
Absolutely. I'm sure everything good we say, everything bad we say is going to be about everybody else's team.
Poor Vanderbilt.
I don't know what to do there. Anyway, we're going to sign off here. I'm Franklin, that's Paul, and we'll be back episode 4 with the ACC. Like and subscribe. Thanks.
Yep. Later.
Well, maybe. Now we'll get out of here.
We gone?
We got it.